Hello, how are y'all doing? Getting everything set up here. There we go. And I just filled up with gas. Gotta close this thing. Lock it back up. Well, I'm gonna put this in there. I did put my card back in, didn't I? So careful how I open it. Yes, I did. I put my card back in. We're good. And I'm going to lock this back in here with my registration and go from there. I lock it for a reason. It's not just so people can't get in it. It's so it doesn't come open going down the road. Haven't had that problem, but it seems to have prevented it. I don't know. That may change in the future. I'm all sweaty now. Ugh. That's going to solve. Also, this is probably going to catch a lot of wind. It's already catching some wind. But I got a guitar with me. Lovely. It's a backpack guitar. It's a big old guitar. I'm dressed all nice and comfy. I was going to take more with me, but Buck said he's got a tent for me, so I got a sleeping bag, got my clothes, got that stuff full. I got a little roll bag with tools, I got an air compressor and a test light and duct tape, and I got a raincoat. I got a sweater in there if I happen to get cold, that and a raincoat, and I'm good. I got another pair of gloves in there too if it gets cold. But it's not cold. Wheel Burner Express, how are you doing? Oh, I got a cramp in my hip. Anybody else get a cramp in their hip when they ride? Put my foot up there, see if that helps. Stand up. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I got the volume turned down. That works. In my ratty gloves. But I don't want to do editing and all that crap. My signal's probably going to cut out in a little bit. That is just what it is. I have too many of the bracelets and a hair tie. But I'm heading to Forgotten Angels. Okay, that was weird. Was I not pushing that hard enough? I don't know. That could be a problem. We shall see. I have my fuel. And I'm going to take off. It's tight. Probably should have cleaned my mirrors. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh well. As long as I can see someone's back there, we're good. With this lady in the Ford Ranger. Goodbye. You know, I had a Mazda, what was that, B3000. It's a Ford Ranger is all it is. Double check. I did close it. I did close it. You are very jealous. You would love to be down there with us. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm stopping at a K.O.A tonight. Motels are expensive. I can walk to a restroom. I can do kind of what I need to do. Oh, why do I keep getting a cramp in my hip? I never can find the damn turn signal on this thing. I turn my cruise on the... That's what messes me up on that side. This side I have no problem. This side, I don't know. It's like I go and I hit the cruise control. It's the only bike I have with cruise control. And I have my shaded visor on. I had the clear one in the bag. But I have my shaded one because the sun. I would have left earlier, but it was too foggy. I don't know. The thing might have just shut off. Did it shut off? I don't know. Something did. We will find out. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but it's going to break up a little bit through here. I should have probably went the other way. Glove is annoying me. If you can hear me, the signal should get better. Once I get over here, there's a FM road right up the way. Once I get there, the signal will be better. It's like y'all saw me put my wallet back in the thing, right? I might have to pull over and double check that before I get too far out of the way. But I put my wallet back in the box, I think. All those little thoughts in the back of your head. Catches wind pretty good, but it kind of, the guitar on my back, but it also kind of sits on the seat behind me. And I got my stuff there, so that works out pretty well. I should have brought sandals or something. All I got is boots. Boots and a pair of sandals. A pair of sandals. I need to buy tennis shoes. I don't have them. Oh, Ruby. How you doing? I see Wheel Burner. I see Ruby. I've got a spot reserved at a K.O.A. I gotta get to that K.O.A. and then tomorrow I'll ride on in. I would have left earlier, but the fog was just too heavy. That's my thing. Haven't worn my vest in a while. Also, I took the Kingwood chapter off of it. I'm still a national member, so it's got the other hog stuff on it, but my dealership closed. And so they said, we have to take all that stuff off. Well, we gotta take the Kingwood part off. So I put the Kingwood off of it. And same people that own Woodlands. That's a toy gun. I nearly stopped and grabbed that till I saw the tip. Like, no, that's a toy gun. I don't carry toys. I went down to one person watching. Gotta get used to how it feels. Hopefully I don't burn my tire up. I'm not gonna ride too crazy. I'm gonna put 1,000 miles on this bike. Well, I'm gonna put 2,000 miles on it. I don't want to have to put a tire on it. But I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. I don't really do burnouts or anything like that though. It's just I have the added weight on it too. That is neutral. That is still neutral. I don't know why it does that. Every once in a while it'll do that and it'll make me go down in the first. I was wanting second. I mean, come on. Have a guitar, we'll travel. Dead animal in the road. Cool. There's a hat behind me. There's a guitar on my back. And we're gonna see how this does. The head may break off the guitar. It's already, what do you call it? The head's glued on it, so hopefully it don't break off. I hope not. But whoa, you can feel that. I can definitely feel it. It is what it is now. I mean, if I had to, I could probably find a way to strap it back there and it's going to point out the back. We're going to see how it does like this. And if I can ride with it like this, I will. If not, I'll stop at a Walmart or something. I'll get some straps and I'll just have to like point it backwards or something. Oh yeah, you can feel that. So I'm definitely not going to be riding 80 miles an hour. That's not going to happen. Anyone watching, are y'all going to Forgotten Angels? I keep wanting to say Fallen, but it's Forgotten Angels. If you are, leave a comment, let me know. at this intersection. Always gravel, but I won't be turning today. I'm going straight. Can't, you have to work. Yeah. I know the feeling. Amy has to work. She's kind of mad. She's always mad. Mad to the point that you ignore it. You know, it's just like normal. I'm really good at pissing her off. I ought to offer classes. How to piss off your wife. 101. I think y'all are pretty good at that already. Y'all don't need my help. I'm willing to bet. I don't know if I can see that gravel over there. There's always gravel through here. More gravel. I don't know how much longer I'm going to film. I just wanted to put something out there because there's other things that I want to film en route. I'm going to have issues with charging. And while I'm doing the actual like charging, what I might do is I might put it on that post up there and just like plug it in and do like a time-lapse thing just for recording. I don't know. I mean, I could point it forwards. That's always an option. But it'll go through the windshield. I'd have to put it on something else. I do have something else I could put it on. I have that creator pack, the little stand thing that will screw down on there. So that is something I can do. I don't know. I don't know now if now is the time to be testing that. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to download everything every day. And clear it off my card. So I don't know how this is going to work. And I might just do like, I'm going to see how the signal is. I may do some lives from my phone while I'm there and just go live to save the stuff on the battery and the time on my card. No, I'm not supposed to read while I'm riding, but I do that sometimes. Getting better at it, but you're still looking down there instead of up here. You know, I have a friend that was going over the Ship Channel Bridge. She had a Hayabusa, and actually at 60 miles an hour, 65, it's not too bad. Once you get there 70, 75, the wind really is pulling. So that might be a solution for tire wear and mileage and all that good shit. But no, she was going over the Ship Channel Bridge and she got right to the top, and of course you can't see far enough because you're going, if you've ever been over that bridge, you know, you're right at the top, and there was a pallet in the road and there was no place she could go. And she wiped out, and she had no choice. She just hit it. There's nothing you can do. And she had all her gear on, which I should probably be wearing more gear. I know. I was going to wear my chaps, but then I'm like, it's too much to carry I haven't went on a trip this long before. I'm probably already taking too much. You know? So I got a sleeping bag, I got my bag of clothes, I've got a thing of water, I've got some tools with me, just like minimum kind of tools, not too many, just in case I need them. I shouldn't, but just in case. Make sure I have my test light. I should have probably brought my multimeter, but I didn't. There's a YouTuber, oh god, I'm subscribed to him, his name's slipping my mind right now, but he lives around here. We're not too far from each other. He rides a Goldwing though, that's his thing. He likes his Goldwings. Don't worry, I'm not going to give away his address or anything. Not that I really even know it, but that's one of them that lives close to me. I ought to team up with him for a ride sometime. I would put a good title on it, like Harley and Honda setting aside their differences. Or are they? Come on, dude. Are you turning? Are you stopping? I pick up down there and I deliver. This road down there to the tracks, hang a right. You look for the sign that says no trucks, and then you point your truck in that direction and you go down that road. And a little ways down on the left, there they are. A lot of the places I go to have signs that say no trucks, and I drive a truck. And I probably should have turned there, but I didn't. I'm gonna go down here. Grain silo up there. A lot of them down here. What is the name of that rice brand? I'll see it in the next town or two. I have problems with nouns, okay? When he hits on the head. And, that's where it comes from, is here. I mean, that one's obviously no longer operational. They're tearing it down. I don't even know if that one was for rice or not, but there's one down the road that is. I knew a guy that hit this bridge before they made it lower. Well, they made the road lower, bridge higher. Well, he didn't hit the bridge hit him. I'll let y'all think about that for a while. He was parked under it. And it used to be 13.6. You just barely squeak it with a van like that right there. And there's a Sam's DC down the road. If you follow this road, 321, up there a ways, is where the Sam's distribution center is. And Dayton. You know. And a train went over and went crunch, crunch. Well, of course, he wasn't exactly 13.6. He had big rubber and all that stuff. He was probably up there about 13.9, 13.10. And it's marked 13.6, or it was then, and it didn't, it wasn't 13.6. We'll say that. Some of them were exact, some of them aren't. Some of them allow for clearance. But I tell you what, when the train went over it, it was fucking 13.6. So, yeah, he got hit by a train. Let me see if I can read this. Into the wind. Cool. Hello, Motobomb. How you doing? I was gonna bring my thick leather jacket, but it's too hot, and I'm still kind of worried about weight and burning up my tires, because I'm enough weight as it is, and I got all my other stuff, so it's like having my fat buddy with me. And you always pack too much shit. Always. You will always pack too much shit. I was trying not to. Like I said, Buck has his thing going on. And, or his, well, what was I saying? Oh yeah. He's down there helping out, and the camp out should be starting, I think, tomorrow. So he's helping with the preparations and all that. And he said he's got me a tent, so I'm gonna trust him, and so I don't have to go buy that or anything. I had a tent, and apparently my son lost it. So, dag it. That's it. If you see that rice bran, that's the one that comes from here. I have ADD. Tennis balls were thrown. It's not my fault. How do you even use the cruise? I mean, I've used it, but it's like, let me see. I very rarely use cruise. Ah, there we go. That's probably what I'm going to do for this trip. I know that's like a make or break thing for some people. You gotta have cruise control. Most of the time you're not taking a long trip. Most of the time you're running around town. And most of us like to, brap, twist the throttle. You don't need cruise to go to the bar and back or to work and back. So why would that be a deal breaker? Playing with it here. I don't know, it might be a deal breaker for y'all, but it's not one for me. Okay, apparently if I push down, that sets the cruise. If I hit my brakes or the throttle or anything like that, it changes it. There we go. The one side's not bothering me. The one side is the straps, like the backpack straps. I can't go anywhere that long without a guitar. I should have brought that little one because I have like a little travel Martin guitar, but technically it's not mine. Technically it's Amy's. She bought it because it's more her size. And it's got a backpack case on it and everything too. And she tries to play and she gives up because she doesn't, like instantly start playing something like most people. 99.999% of all people who ever try to play guitar. You gotta get the calluses on your fingers. You gotta get the muscle memory. It takes a little time for both of those. And you gotta learn some simple chords. And it's gonna take a while. You're not gonna be doing lead solos in the first year unless you're some kind of virtuoso or something. But you can learn some simple songs. And most of the songs you listen to are just 3 chords anyways. Maybe 4. then get that coordination down, learn to sing and play at the same time. I can hear myself in my ear. All my fluids are topped off. I should be good. Speed limit should be going down. This is Liberty, by the way. Trinity Valley Exposition. At the Brazos, the San Jacinto, the Trinity. I can reach back there and feel my bags, so that's good. I'm wondering how often I should stop. I might stop when I get to Beaumont, just check everything, stop again in Lake Charles, stop again in Lafayette before the bridge. I'm definitely, I don't care how much fuel I have, I'm making sure I have fuel before I go across that bridge. I mean, it's not that far across, but I'm still not going across there without a full tank. Hopefully the sound's better too. I found a windscreen because I lost the windscreen off my microphone, and I found one on something else and I put it on there, and hopefully that works. Hopefully. I think for the most part, if you're on the US highways, it's not too bad. If you're on the FM highways, it's not too bad. County roads, kind of depends. There's a few areas where I don't know if you're switching towers or what have you, and then the signal's just going to get bad there every time. I don't know who's doing what up here. I got another battery in the bag, so I do have 2 batteries, and I have the handle on that creator pack thing that's also a charger, and I can put my GoPro up there and plug it in and charge it that way. So I have that. There's a decent range if you go to the left right here. They're down there a few miles, but they only go out to 200 yards. I mean, it's good for sighting in like a hunting rifle or something, because most of my hunting rifles, especially if it's got a scope or anything like that, I just put a 200 yard zero on it. That's kind of all you need. I'm not shooting a deer at 700. I mean, I can do it. I'm not shooting a deer at 700. I'm not shooting anything breathing at 700. Unless we've entered apocalyptic times, and we haven't so far. But like, you know, at 200, everything from like 50 to what, about 350, 370 is going to be within an inch. You know, about 350 is going to start dropping real quick. But that's good. I'm not shooting anything out further than that. I mean, look around me. Where do you think in the pine swamp in East Texas I'm gonna have a 700-yard shot unless I happen to be right on the utility right away and I'm looking down that thing. And that would be, you know, those farmers with those fields ain't gonna let you hunt there. Good brush gun is good around here, like a 45-70. I'm still kicking myself. I thought about it. There was a Marlin 45-70, and my thing on the lever guns, Henry, in a way, you know, it's prettier, it looks good, but it's like Marlin just seems to run better. Not that Henry runs bad. Henry runs pretty good. I'm wanting a 357 lever action Henry, but everybody's wanting that one. But no, there's a 45-70 Marlin lever action, lever, whatever. I don't give a damn. And I walked out, and when I walked back in, somebody else had bought it. It was a good price too. That is a good gun to have around here for hunting. Doesn't matter what you're hunting either. I mean, I know rich people pay to go hunting hogs off a helicopter and all that kind of stuff. It's not something we generally do. I've got a Hoyt carbon spider that that's pretty good for hogs. So how's my signal doing? Marlins are made in Connecticut, yeah. Also, reloading, that's a straight wall cartridge, and it's basically legal to hunt with anywhere you want to go. I mean, my deer rifle, the one that I actually use, like deer rifle, is a VZ23. Nothing matches. It's a Russian capture, and Bubba got a hold of it long before I ever saw it. But the barrel is immaculate. I mean, the threads are amazing, and that's why I got it. It was specifically for that. That's not anything I'm collecting. And I've got a pet load for that one, you know, 8mm Mauser. So that's my preferred deer rifle. But anymore, I like my bow more and more. I haven't went hunting in a while though. Part of it is the downfall of living in Texas. We don't have much state land, and a lot of the land that you would want to go hunt on has been owned by the same families since Texas was a country itself, you know. And those people saying, oh, just drive up, that farmer's gonna they'll pay you to hunt the hogs. No, you're not going to drive way in the back of somebody's property, go knock on their door. You're going to be met with a gun. They live back that far for a reason. They don't want to be bothered. We don't have much state land to hunt on. You gotta kind of know somebody or have a deer lease or something. Or there's places that, to me, they're not worth it to go to. You know, you pay them like a few $100s to go hunt for the weekend, and it's like almost like tourist trap thing. But the problem with them, especially when it comes to like hogs, is they trap the hogs and they bring them in. We're trying to get rid of the hogs. Stop bringing more of them in. And And then they'll have like some exotic species of something or other that they brought in. And you can go hunt that for extra money. It's where rich people go to hunt. And I just ran over a wrench. If I'd have saw it sooner, I'd have pulled over and I'd have grabbed it. There's all kinds of tools that I've picked up off the side of the road. Chains, wrenches, hammers. And if you're coming to the Houston area, watch out for ladders. More ladders in the road than any other damn place I've ever seen in my life. Like, seriously. My hog gun used to be a number 4 Mark 1 303. Because it's got a fast bolt. They don't run right unless you run the bolt hard. I mean, abuse it. She likes it rough. It's not a Mauser. That's also why, you know, they had the fastest bolt. You see pictures of those guys in World War I and World War II, the British, and you'd swear that thing was semi-automatic as fast as they were firing it. But it's not. You're firing it with your pinky. It takes a little practice to get it down. And that used to be my hog gun. That's fine, neutral. But I like my bow. Kind of a chore when I get back from the camp out. I gotta start bringing out guns and cleaning them. Just maintenance, you know, so they don't end up like Grandpa's rifle all covered in rust. There's so many like pawn shop finds that will make you want to cry. Cause like somebody cleaned it with WD-40, which is going to remove all the oil and everything, and then they put it up and it sat there for a few years and it rusted to shit. So WD-40 works pretty good for cleaning, but you have to oil it. It needs oil. Let me see who's here. Moo. Oh, it says Moto. I thought it said Moo. Sorry. Sounds great. Thank you. One lane construction. Good signal. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I can talk guns for days. I have a problem. I mean, not that I need any help with it, but I do have a problem. I do know that. Yeah, we're not coming from the right direction to see that sign. Maybe I'll catch it coming back. Maybe. I don't know. Almost forget you have the guitar until you start picking up speed. There we go. I'm not getting too all fired of a hurry. And I'm not doing iron butt whatever. I've drove coast to coast in a semi, stopping for fuel. Back when you could actually do that. No way in hell. You couldn't pay me enough money to do that today. And it's like, I've got the postcard, I got the t-shirt, I got all that. No. I'm gonna stop somewhere around halfway. I'm gonna go to bed, I'm gonna wake up, and I'm gonna ride in. I also know how I felt after, like, going to my sister's. You know? I think I need to tighten the one side up. That's what I need to do. But after going to my sister's, she's 600 miles away. Now that's before I change the seat on this thing too. And I was in pain. Now I've got a better seat on it. Got a better everything on it, really, than when I took it. Because it wasn't long after I got this bike that she got married. And I went up there to her wedding. And she got married again. I mean, he's a good guy. I've got no problems with him. I like him better than the last ones. I think I've learned my lesson. I haven't done anything wrong to get married again. I mean, no. I don't feel like punishing myself that much. I mean, I'm married now. I don't think I would ever get married again. I think part of that's my age too. There's some people, like my great-great-grandmother, that she just kept getting married, you know, or like one of my other great-grandparents, his wife, he had, what was it, 10 kids with one wife. She died and he had 6 more with the other one. But then his mom had like 6 or 7 with one husband, and then he died, and then she got remarried, and she had like 9 or 10 with another one. People didn't live together back then. I think that's why, like, all these great-grandparents, they just kept getting married. If you couldn't just live with someone, that was unacceptable. But, you know, you get to a certain age and you're like, why do we have to involve the government? You know? I might be jaded. There's a distinct possibility. Harley up? No, I think I'm not going to buy Harley. I might. I can't remember where this comes out. It would be the same one that Rainey was at when he went to Beaumont. Me and Rainey are kind of from about the same general area. Vanessa Kitty, hi, how are you doing? I think that's going to have to be tightened up. That's the problem. It's going past the padding and I'm getting the strap that's digging into me. I'm probably going to stop up here, adjust this thing. That's probably where I'll check the chat when I get stopped up here, probably next gas station or something. And I'm going to adjust these straps. We'll see what happens at the camp out. I might do some lives just because I don't want to do editing. And kind of save on my card. I think really you need like Wi-Fi. But I can use my phone as a hotspot and download. If you have a GoPro, you know what I mean. Because you want them like downloaded to the cloud before you delete them out and make more space. And it's only got like 7-8 hours of time on it. This is what I wanted going to my sister's wedding. Be able to put my feet up like that, but I had the breather on this side that wouldn't let me do that. You can actually use that like handlebars. I'm just pressing on the feet. I'm not pressing with my hands. Pretty cool. If I were to lean back, cross my arms and all that, and just steer with my feet like that, which you could very easily do on this bike because of where those bars are, somebody would have film of me. They'd be putting me side by side. I know you've all seen it. There's a big fat white dude and there's like a big fat black dude, and I can't remember if one's on a Goldwing and one's on a Harley or what have you, but they're both like leaned back and just completely relaxed on their bikes. Like, hey, don't bother me. Guarantee you somebody put that image side by side. I don't need that happening. Yeah, next gas station I'm going to pull on. Signal seems to be doing pretty good once I got past the school. But yeah, this strap's hurting. I've got like 500 more miles to go. I can't do it all with my hand right here in between. But I'll figure it out. I haven't done this before, the guitar on my back and all that. So I'll get it figured out. I think because the left side's not bothering me, the right side is. I don't sing, I just play. So if somebody wants to sing here at the camp out, I got a guitar. I don't know, depends on how much vodka you have. The right amount I might sing. Maybe. Vodka, scotch, good scotch. No, it's a pickup. The angle was weird. It's probably for sale. Oversized lid in front of me. There's also a radio tower up there, or a phone tower, whatever. There was a helicopter in Houston that hit one of those the other day. Apparently the lights weren't working correctly. It was a new helicopter company, and there was even kids in the helicopter. It's completely tragic. Car there. Yeah, that's not a truck you want to hit. Here's a good place to pull off. There's Texas Best Organics. Am I already coming to the Beaumont? I shouldn't be. I'm going to pass Exxon before I go to Beaumont. Everything looks the same. It's a nice trike. Probably should have pulled off right there, but I think there's a gas station up here. I think I can. There is. Watch for the gravel. I'm always saying that, watch for the gravel. But it's literally a thought that goes through my head. Watch for the gravel. Okay. Where does it adjust? Here? I don't know. Yeah, my hat's back there. I don't know what it's doing, but it beeped. Probably because I touched my car to... Okay. about even? Maybe? See how that feels. If that's doable. That might be better. Maybe. We will find out. And since I'm stopped, I'm gonna double check, make sure my wallet is in here. There it is. Good wallet. It's a good wallet. It's still there. As long as it is still there, we are good. Guess I locked them. It seems to help to keep them from coming open. My stuff is still here. I'll hook from here to here just in case these want to slide towards the side. That's not bad. Fucking shit's digging in. Okay. Who's out here? I know somebody added me. Yeah, I'm on a Hero 11 there, Motobomb. Such a 5G. Loving the wind noise. Sorry. Vanessa Kitty there. I'm heading to Florida. Been looking at an Indian. Indian's pretty cool. Dave's channel. Very cool indeed. Awesome, Dave's channel. How you doing? Vanessa Kitty. Where is my gloves? I'm an idiot. Hold on. You're cooling down in Connecticut. Howdy. Musicians are fine. Lock them up. Oh, thank you, Dave's channel, for the compliment on the bike. I think I'm supposed to hit 90 today. Upper 80s, 90. Desert Outlaw, how you doing? And now I can put my kickstand back down. I can get off. I can grab my damn gloves. See, the guitar kind of sits right here. I had a watch on earlier and I don't know where it is. I might just have to get something to pad this one strap. It's the only thing that's really bothering me with the guitar is the one strap. I don't have a belt on. That 44 mag is kind of pulling my pants down a little bit. But, oh well. Here we go. Once I get rolling good, I'm probably going to end it on the chat. I don't know how much more signal I have or how much more battery I have. I want to save it in case I run into something I want to show in between here and there. Okay, that's a little better. And going from bike to bike, the shifters are in a little bit different position. It takes a second because also my feet are in different positions. The Fat Bob has forwards on it. This one has mids, you know, and the shifters are different, the foot position, so it takes a second to kind of like feel it, you know. Once you're on it a little while, it's like, hey, cool. It's like your body remembers, but it's one of the things, just it's a little different going from one bike to the other bike. The handlebars are a little bit different. They're like fatter and wider on the Fat Bob. Like even the grips, it makes it like where the clutch and stuff is right there at the end of my fingers instead of like where the bend is, where it's comfy. There we go. But anyways, I thought I'd put a video out. I am heading that direction. There's a truck there. I'm not going to slow poke around the car. As far as Motobomb's comment earlier, I don't think it matters as much about the GoPro that you're using as it does the phone that you're using, your service plan, and the towers that you are around. Because they could throttle your service. Like sometimes mine's not good and they're throttling my service because I owe them money and I haven't paid them yet, kind of thing. That happens. It just is. Or sometimes the signals, or you may be in an area where it wants to compete between one tower and the other or what have you, and that'll mess with your signal as well. So you kind of find areas where your signal is good and you try to film in those areas. There are some places on my route that are just, they're going to be bad every time, so I let y'all know, like, hey, we're going to lose signal up here. And I generally know where those are. Unless we get hit by a hurricane or what have you, or who knows. And then it also, time of day affects it as well. Usage. Like at 6 o'clock in the evening, that's probably not a good time to live stream from your motorcycle. Because everyone's online. And 2 o'clock in the morning probably is a good time. It has more to do with that. So it's like your phone service plan, whether they're deciding to throttle you or what have you, which is just one of them pain in the ass things providers do. The towers, where you're at in relation to them, and then the usage. I think that has the most effect on it. I will let the others go. I don't know if that helps you any or not. If it does, great. I'm trying not to ride like an idiot because I'm trying to get some life out of these tires. At least get 2,000 miles more out of them. And I've got all the extra weight on the bike. So I'm not really getting on the throttle. Yeah, Exxon's going to be up here on the right. Not too far out of Belmont. But anyways, I don't know how long I've been going. I'm going to save some battery in case I need it a little bit later. So I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you so much for watching. I'm heading to Florida. And I'll catch y'all later. So adios, vaya con Dios, sayonara, nashla, ciao, deuces, peace out. Thought I'd do a little filming here, then wait till I get to like Baton Rouge, do a little more, that sort of thing, and then I'll switch the thing back to the bike when I fuel up again and charge it. But this is the rest area. None of the restrooms work, they're all down. But it's the one on I-10, Louisiana, the Atchafalaya Basin. That's where I'm at. I need to check that tire. I'm saying I want to check it. So far, it looks good. Front tire got a little bit of skid earlier. That's a different story. That was, I just about grabbed too much. So, but I didn't grab too much, so we're good. Now if we could keep everyone from cutting me off, that would be great. My mouth's all dry. Make double sure I put my wallet back in here. Yes, it is. Wallet is right there. Cool. I should be getting a call from my beautiful wife pretty soon, and she's gonna be very fucking pissed off, but fuck her. Here we are. Get my legs stretched out. I could do that better, but I'm not. But if you've never been, this is like a big long swamp and a bunch of little rivers, and between Lafayette and Baton Rouge, and the bridge is like nearly 20 miles long. So it's pretty cool. Sometimes you see an alligator, sometimes you don't. But we have alligators where I live, so I really don't care if I see an alligator. And I moved the guitar. I'm gonna see if it holds back there. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it there too. Just making sure I can see it. Kickstand is up. Everything's up. Everything's ready. We're gonna get up and out on this bridge. That guitar is like a sail, so I'm gonna see if it rides like that. Is that here? Got that one here. I gotta redo my buttons. And watch, somebody will be behind me. My fat people chains. Believe it or not, I can button this. I can take all those off. I ought to do that anyways. Just take the chains off of it, loosen up the things on the side, the ropes and stuff, and just kind of form fit it. Hell, I can feel it back there. I-10 east, that is the direction we are going. Trying to prevent chafing. You kind of get in that position because you're going to get chafed no matter what. I mean, what are you going to do? Let's have more cancer-causing baby powder. Talc powder that all of us were covered in growing up. Most of us used it, well, a lot of us used it, you know, getting those tight fitting jeans and, oh yeah. We're gonna see if it rides back there. That was wearing me out though. That big old neck. The thing is, now it's pulled down on the neck the way it's strapped. So we're gonna hope it does okay. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hope the guitar rides okay. And it doesn't fall like backwards into the tire or anything. They got signs down there. I should have showed you one warning about the wildlife. Like the alligators and the snakes, but it's the same ones. I'm only a couple hours from the house. So, see? There's a whole bunch of that. There'll be more. I'm only a few miles down the bridge. You'll see deer stands and all kinds of stuff up in there. pretty cool. And there's water, like if I went over there to the side, there's water the whole way down the middle. That's like a channel. And there's a couple places where there's roads and boats and that sort of thing. In fact, well, I'll wait till this car passes. You'll see what I mean. Okay, hopefully you can see that on the camera. There'll be boats and people fishing and all that good stuff. And sometimes an alligator. There's way more alligators than you'll ever see. But they down there. I remember coming across this bridge, like in the 80s when I was a kid. It was a lot rougher back then. Either that or Dad's truck was a lot rougher. And I'd be looking out the window. I'd be watching that whole thing for an alligator. One end to the other. I'm just looking for him. But this is the K.O.A. Basin. And I'm not sure if that's exactly how you pronounce it or not. I always heard it K.O.A. Some people say that's the wrong way to say. I have no idea. I really don't. I just know it's a long bridge. And if I'm going to go across it going this far on my bike and I'm filming, I'm going to show it to you. But here you go. There's the bridge. Coming up on the Mississippi River. Oh, it feels so good to have that guitar off my back. May have put it back there, but yeah, that's a wind vane. So we're going to go over the Mississippi. And I'm going to be on the other side of the Mississippi. I come over here all the time though. This is where I pick up a lot. Well, down the river. Usually inside the levee. A lot of times I'm coming over here, I've got a back tank and I'm pulling off the barge or something. I've actually been in the river with my truck because it rises. And hold on. And the spot where you load, which is in the sand anyways, and they're like, we got a dozer, we'll pull you out. So I'm like, okay. As long as you'll pull me out, we're good. I'm back in there, and the river is underneath my truck. Like, I am in the Mississippi River, and I'm loading like caustic off a barge. You know, and the Mississippi River. Yeah, that's one of the more interesting things I've ever done. We don't do that all the time. That was, I think I've done that twice where I've actually been in the river, not backed up to the river. Usually I'm just backed up to the river. I also run a roll-off, and I'll come over here and pick up boxes. They'll be like veg oil or something like that. Sometimes it's, you know, hazmat, but most of the time it's just like the basically corn oil. And people make cooking oil and stuff out of it, and they'll have it in like a vac box, and I'll take it back, and the people who process it and do whatever. And this is the Mississippi River. So you go on a Plaquemine, I turn right there, or this side of it. Because I also go to the other side of the bridge and go south, and that's where you're going to find the university and all that. And I drive right by the university, but it's always got a specific smell right here. It's kind of like burned cereal. Like, not bad burn, but like, I don't know, toasted. If you've been on this bridge, you know what I'm talking about. You know the place I'm speaking of. And I don't think my phone, I'm on my phone, my GoPro, I can see the stadium and everything over there. I don't know if you can. That's their stadium. LSU, right over there. I think I'm supposed to get over to the right. And I gotta take 12. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take 12 up here. I don't know when I'm gonna get over though. I smell something burning, and it's not me, I don't think. You're never 100% for sure. I looked at my tire, it didn't look too bad. Dude. This bridge is always, or this turn coming off that bridge is always backed up. So if you're coming this way, number one, truck speed 35. If I'm in a tanker and I got 4,000 gallons in a 7,000 gallon tank, you can bet I'm not even doing 35. I'm doing like 25. Depends on how it feels, because I don't want to roll it. We ain't got no baffles. But that's an intersection anyways of like 3 different roads. So you're gonna hit traffic here. Just plan on hitting traffic. It's not that complicated. I don't even know if I'm going to play this or if I'll put all this stuff over on Patreon. I'll put music over all this. I don't know. You'll know when you're listening to it what I did. But at the time of recording, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Blue tarps. This is Baton Rouge. Now, I started calling Lake Charles the city of blue tarps there a couple years ago. They got hit with like 3 hurricanes in a row. It was like the whole damn town was a bunch of blue tarps. It wasn't their fault. It just was what it was. Mother Nature was being a bitch. Can't say I blame her. She has this awful infection called humans. She'll shake us off one day. I don't want to go to New Orleans. I want to go to the left, not the right. But sometimes the left is the right, and sometimes the right is the left. And that can confuse a lot of people when they're driving. because they know they've got to go to the left. They know the road turns, like where they're going, it goes to the left. You know, and they don't want to go right, that goes someplace else. But they swap the exits where if you go left, you go right. And if you go right, you go left. And whoever thought of doing that shit, fuck you. I hate that. I'm usually in a truck and I'm trying to put myself in position. Now, if it's someplace I've been before, which I've been most places before, it's really not a problem anymore. You know, but I remember, you know, learning a lot of these places, like what lane to be in. A lot of things are just lane driving, knowing what lane to be in. And you'd be in the wrong lane. And it's like, but I'm going this way. Well, yeah, to go this way, you got to go that way. Louisiana. I got relatives over here. I don't like traffic. I need to call the campground though. So when I get through this, I want to call them. Make sure, because I'm not going to be there before 5. I don't know if that's a problem. I hope it's not. I didn't read anything about it being a problem, so it shouldn't be a problem. I lost my hat, by the way. Probably just from me being a dumbass. I'll catch y'all later. On to the next frame. Okay, I've made it to the K.O.A. I got a cabin. We're gonna see what this looks like. And I can see my bike over there. Thought they gave me the wrong key for a second. Bunk beds. Back this out. Little table, little fridge, little microwave. So a restroom, a shower. A fan, TV. I should be able to charge all my stuff. You could sleep a few people in here. Not bad though. And it's just me. So if you want to know what a K.O.A cabin looks like, this is what it looks like. One with amenities. Not bad. Plenty of room. And I gotta unload my bike. So I will catch y'all later.